Good evening, everybody. Give everybody a chance to get online here. All right. It looks like we got quite a few people on here so far, so we're going to go ahead and get this thing started. I apologize for being late tonight. I've been on the phone with Verizon, and it has been quite the experience. So I apologize. Not quite as prepared as I had hoped to be, but just want to say welcome. Thanks for everybody for joining in. Part of what we're going to do this evening is I want to first and foremost recognize our anglers from our last tournament down on Lake Okeechobee. We had a great tournament down there. I want to congratulate everybody for their success and a great tournament. If your anglers if you guys didn't do as good as you'd hoped, hey, that happens sometimes. Don't get discouraged. You're not going to always win them all, and by all means in this sport, you're going to finish in the middle probably more than you finish at the top. So just keep grinding, and I just want to encourage everybody to stay focused. We got half the season behind us, and we got the other half to go forward with. So with that, I want to if you got any comments or anything, feel free to make those tonight, and I'll try to answer any questions. Good evening, Sean. The Fish Gills, I appreciate you getting on here tonight and listening to me babble here a little bit. But for starters, again, congratulations to those guys that did well. And again, I apologize. I'm trying to get my computer to work with me here. I've just had a heck of a time here with Verizon. They sent us a new Wi-Fi. They called me this weekend. We need to send you this new Wi-Fi, the one you're using, which is the one we use for our tournaments. They were telling me how it was going to be obsolete. We need to update it. And I said, great. Okay, send me the new stuff. They sent it to me. I couldn't get it connected. And then when we finally got to the point to where they were able to help me and try to get me connected, they told me all this, it wasn't something that could be mobile. And I said, well, we've done all this for naught. We need a mobile device that we can travel around the state with. So anyway, we're back to where we started with, and I guess the old equipment's going to have to work. But for starters, let's recognize our previous winners here. Let's see, on Saturday in that junior division, we had Liam Paramo and Hunter Finney. I believe those guys are at a Lowndes Viking Lip Rippers Club there. Congratulations to them. They had 14.06 pounds with a bag anchored by a 5.47 pound big bass. Great job, guys. On the high school side on Saturday, and again, this was the third tournament in that South Trail. So we'll be wrapping up the spring trail in March. So in the high school side, Dylan Quilliton and Tommy Russ come in first there with 17.01 pounds. And then the big fish on that high school for Saturday was 6.72 pounds, caught by Brody Beam and Connor Crawford. So great job to them guys. on Sunday in that spring trail. The junior team of Kellen King and Ace Whitcomb had 16.23 pounds. And then they also had a big bass that was 6.22 pounds. Congratulations to those guys. And then on the high school side, we had one of our lady anglers and her partner win the high school on Sunday, 16.77 pounds, caught by Miss Cadence Mathis and Briley Boyette. Great job to you two. And Jack Kennedy and Brentley West had the big fish that was 7.01 pounds. That was our big fish of the weekend, and they got that custom rod built by Sean Gills with the Gills custom rods there. I think it was Brentley that got that, so congratulations to you guys on catching the big fish of the weekend. That was 7.01 pounds. Over on the summer trail, that's the 2-day wait. This was the first tournament of the summer trail. Kellen King and Ace Whitcomb in the junior division had 19.53 pounds. And then Tommy Rust and Dylan Quilliton in the high school division had 29.57 pounds. Great job to them guys. Congratulations. Getting some good points there. Again, thanks to everybody that came out and fished. We couldn't do it without you guys. And we appreciate all the support that you give to our program. Next tournament up is going to be Lake Seminole. This tournament is the makeup tournament. Said that several times over the weekend. I just want everybody to understand this is the tournament that will wrap up the fall and winter trails. So up at Lake Seminole, we will crown the champions of that fall and winter trail on Sunday. Saturday's tournament will be part of the North Trail, and we'll wrap that North Trail up later in April of this year. We'll conclude that tournament series and crown some champions there. So this coming tournament up on Lake Seminole there in Bainbridge, Georgia, we will be giving away some state berths to the state championship. And then, like I say, I think we're going to have at least 2 national berths in each of the winter trail and the fall trail. So 2 national berths will be awarded. So in each of those trails. So again, congratulations to everybody that is in contention for these spots. And just all I can tell you is you gotta finish it up. Looks like we're gonna have some cold weather up there in Bainbridge. If the weather trend continues like it has last couple of weeks, it's gonna be cold. Bring your warm weather gear or your cold weather gear and bundle up. But we don't know what the fog is going to be like early morning. Sometimes in the past we've launched and it's created a fog bank out there. We will monitor that. I'll communicate with the folks there at in Bainbridge, and they can keep me updated on as to what that's going to be like. But registration for that Seminole tournament is now open, so get your anglers qualified, get your teams qualified. Everybody's been asking about the new revised schedule. That is out on our Facebook page now. So you can go to FloridaBassNation.com or FloridaFederationNation.com. Either one of those will work. Go to schedules and then go to the junior high school schedule there. The new schedule is out there. We've posted it on Facebook. Miss Tanya's got that out there, so we appreciate her doing that, taking care of that. One thing I do want to praise everybody on, and I want you to continue practicing what you have done so far. At the last tournament down there in Okeechobee, we took care of our catch. We had very few fish that we lost, and we found very few fish along the shoreline. At Seminole, understand you're going to have to take your fish back out into the river. So you're going to weigh them. You'll take them out to your boat, dump them in your live well, and then you got to take them out to the river and release them out in the river. Do not release them in the basin there. Again, we're going to have people out there watching this. If we see you dumping your fish in the basin, you're going to get penalized for it, okay? And like I've said all along, we'll start at 20 points. That basically amounts to your participation points. So it can hurt you. If we see you dumping your fish there in the basin at Bainbridge, we're going to penalize you for it. Take them out to the river. So please do not dump these fish in there. Take care of your catch. With the cold weather right now, we don't lose as many fish, but still, you got to monitor them, take care of them. And we know some of them, sometimes they get foul hooked, stuff like that. We're not always going to have a perfect tournament where everyone's released back alive, but we want to do the best we can and take care of our catch. So please make sure when you're out there to practice that. But congratulations. Thank you to everybody that helped out with taking care of the fish this past tournament, and we appreciate that. If you have anything on the tournament, let me know. Let's see. Got Okeechobee in the house. Yes, it was a tough tournament, Fernando. That is for sure. I think this cold weather has them in shock right now. Yeah, we probably are going to have to switch over to Starlink. I threatened them with that several times today. So anyway, Mr. Sean said he has got the big bass rod ready for new home up there at Seminole. So we've got, we're starting to get into the real busy time of the tournament season for our, for tournaments. Next week, Bassmaster BASS will be in town here in Leesburg with the Junior and High School Open. They'll be here with the College Open. It all starts next week here in Leesburg. Wednesday and Thursday, the college guys will go out and fish. I want to remind you guys, the high school and junior anglers, you can fish up until Tuesday at dark, basically. You can fish no problem. And then the lake is off limits Wednesday and Thursday. And then what's going to happen is the official practice days for the junior and high school anglers will start Friday and Saturday. Saturday's a little bit, there's a hindrance there on Saturday because of registration. And here's what I'll tell you about registration. Juniors will register from 8 to 9 o'clock in the morning on Saturday morning. Tournament is on Sunday, one-day event. Junior anglers, I think they're giving away 10 spots to the Nationals. High school anglers, I think it's going to be 20. They got right at 100, and I think it was 98 teams is what I last heard in this event on the high school side. Going to give away about 20 national berths there. So junior anglers, you will register on Saturday morning from 8 to 9 o'clock. Don't be late. If you are late, they are going to penalize you. High school, you guys start at 9 o'clock, go to 12 o'clock. There are designated times for you to register, but those times are based on your club. So, and I don't know the exact times, but starting at 9 o'clock, the first group will register, and I want to say they're in 45-minute increments. So, but the biggest thing I want to emphasize to you is if you get there early and you're in Seminole Junior Anglers, you're going to have to wait till your time. So there's no reason to get there early and stand in out there in the cold. You can be out there practicing. So if you don't have that early time frame, I would say wait till it's your time, then come in and register. If everybody will abide by the registration times, you'll go through the line a lot quicker. If everybody chooses to come at once, it's just going to be nothing but chaos, and you're just going to have to wait until your time comes through. Everybody needs to have, I say everybody, boat captains, all of the boat captains. If you're boat captain in this event, you need to be able to show proof that you got a boater safety certificate. That is not Florida Bass Nation rule. Has nothing to do with the FWC requirements and what Florida requires. This is a BASS, Bassmaster requirement. And look, guys, they didn't just come up with this out of the blue and decide, hey, we want to create more work for ourselves. This was all created by insurance and by attorneys, lawyers. Okay, they told Bass, hey, you gotta do this. You gotta start getting proof that these guys have this, and so they're doing what they're told, just like you would do whatever your insurance told you had to do. So, just get that boater safety course. High school anglers, you're going to need that boater safety course as well. Show proof you got it. Junior anglers, if you are helping handle the big boat, in other words, if you're going to help dad or your boat captain or whomever, help them with their boat. You're going to back it off the trailer. You're going to load it on the trailer in the morning with that big motor. You got to show proof that you got that boater safety course. Junior anglers otherwise do not need the boater safety course. I know there was some emails sent out, but Glenn has assured me that those are not required for the junior anglers as long as they do not operate the big motor. If the boat captain backs that boat down and it floats off and that junior team is in there and they put the trolling motor down and they go on and troll around, that's fine. They can help do that. They just cannot operate the boat with the big motor. Otherwise, they got to have that boater safety course. By now, you should have been asked for your W-9s and you should have turned those in, your waivers. You should have all that turned in. That should all be taken care of. If you have not gotten it, you need to reach out to Bassmaster. You can reach out to them at highschool@bassmaster.com. If it's a high school issue, that email again is highschool@bassmaster.com. If it's a junior issue, it's junior@bassmaster.com. So they can help you out. But please make sure you try and get this stuff all squared away before registration. Otherwise, you're going to be having to deal with it in registration. It's just going to take up more of your time when you're out there practicing. We've already talked about when you can and cannot be on the water. Again, Friday and Saturday is the official practice days for the high school opens. And you can start Friday morning at Safe Light, practice all day until 30 minutes after sunset. And that's when they say, look, sunset will be at whatever time it's going to be at. It's 30 minutes after that. It's not, well, I was over here and saw the sun go behind the tree and I waited 30 minutes. It's whatever. You got to look on your phone. That'll tell you what time sunset is. 30 minutes after that. Got to be off the water. I think I've covered everything as far as everything I've shared with you is online. Go to bassmaster.com, high school or junior event. Click on the lake for the the tournament for the Harris chain, and there should be an info sheet right there that'll pop up. All of this information's on that info sheet that I just shared with you. So check it out. Couple of other things we've got coming up. I said it was a busy month. And again, if you've got any questions or want me to try and answer a question, type it out, and I will try to answer any of your questions here. Yesterday, the buddy was out one weekend and killed on the whole 30 bass, 3-4 pounds. Yes. Fernando was just sharing with me about some catches there. I do not see any questions at this point in time popping up. Told you registration for our tournament is open for Seminole. So the Florida Bass Nation Adult Series, I've already had a couple tournaments in some of the series. If you want to know what those tournaments are, when the adults are having their qualifiers, either the Pro-Ams or the team tournament series, go to the Florida Bass Nation website, click on schedule, and you'll see the Pro-Am schedule or the team schedule there. It may be Pro-Am and team schedule. It's a green flyer. It'll show you all the dates for the adult series. Again, you got to remember the Pro-Am adult series. The adult series. They have a Pro-Am division, which is a draw format. You get if you're 16 and you're in this tournament as a boater, you could potentially have a co-angler paired with you. If you're 16, you don't have a boat, but you want to fish, you could sign up as a co-angler and get paired up with one of these guys. 4 regions in the adult series. You got the Northwest, Northeast, Central, and South. Sorry, I got a gnat flying around here. You can fish any of those divisions. Get qualified for the adult state championship, adult team championship. If you sign up for the team series, it's again, you and your partner can go fish those. Got to be from the same club, but you can go fish those and compete against the adults in that division and qualify for the team state championship. But you get in these championships and then you qualify potentially there for nationals, the Bass Nation nationals, be it the Pro-Am nationals or the team nationals, and they're usually in the Southeast somewhere in the fall part of the year. Couple of other tournaments we have that we will be involved in and we'll be working. I encourage you to get signed up for them if you'd like. Get your anglers signed up for them. We've got the George Fest tournament here February 16th in Eustis here on the Harris Chain. So that is the weekend after our event. So pretty good payout in that tournament, $2,500. FCA Outdoors tournament. Mr. Sammy is doing another FCA Outdoors tournament, junior high school event, March 15th. He's doing that on the Harris Chain out of Hickory Point. Encourage everybody in this area to sign up and get involved with that. Fast Break Open is April 12th. That's an open tournament, so you could come and compete against the adults down there. Team event, that's on the north end of Lake Okeechobee. They're out of Scott Driver. We are looking to do an FCA tournament trail maybe over the summer. We're talking about doing something like that, possibly kicking it off in May. Just be probably a little 3-tournament series and then a championship, something for you guys to stay involved in over the summer if you'd like. Move it around the state. 3 tournaments, like I say, and a championship somewhere. So we're looking at doing that and doing more with FCA. If you're in that northeast area around Palatka, Roadhaver's Boys Ranch has their tournament coming up. That is an open tournament. All proceeds for it goes to the Boys Ranch. That is, I think that one is in March, maybe March 28th. I'll have to look it up and get back to you on that. But no, a lot of tournaments starting to kick off. This is the busy part of the year between now and May. Did get that state championship locked down. State championship this year will be on the south end of Lake Okeechobee going out of Clewiston. We'll get more details on our banquet, but that tournament is June, I believe that's June 6th and 7th is the dates. I could be off by a day, but it's that weekend. June 7th and 8th. I'm sorry. June 7th and 8th. We'll probably have our banquet on the 6th. They're in Clewiston. We're working on the details, though, and we'll keep you informed on how that goes. But it is finally posted, and it's final. That is where the state championship will be, is on the south end of Lake Okeechobee, out of Clewiston, there at Roland Martin's. So with that, I think I've covered just about everything I need to share with you guys. Again, there is something that we do need to talk about. And again, I apologize. Let me see if I can find the details real quick here on my phone. So we've got, at the last tournament, you heard me talk about the Cooper family up there in Valdosta. Ms. Erica Cooper, her husband's coach, Stephen Cooper. They both worked there at Lowndes High School. But Ms. Erica was diagnosed with leukemia, and she is at Shands Hospital getting treatment right now. I want to ask you that you keep them in your thoughts and prayers. But something that the Lowndes High School team has put together is they're doing a little fundraiser where our teams, and I apologize, I'm trying to find information on this right now. But basically, you can sponsor your teams, and the funds go to the Lowndes High School team, or the fundraiser that they're doing, the Lowndes High School Club is doing for the Cooper family. And the way they're doing this is they're doing it based on pounds. So it's kind of like the walkathons you used to hear about. So if you so you can sponsor a team, and let's say you do $1 a pound, so the team goes out and catches 16 pounds, and then you would basically give the club there $16 would go to the funds for the Cooper family there. So it's pretty interesting. We've seen these done in the past. They raise a lot of money. Again, these are to help the family with their travel expenses and things like that. While Ms. Erica is having her treatments and away from the family down there in Gainesville. It takes a lot to go back and forth from Valdosta to Gainesville. So, but it's to help the family during this hardship that they're faced with, and we want to help them out. We can. But this is a fundraiser they're doing, and we have put a post out on our Facebook page regarding this, and we ask that everybody jump in and get involved and help out and do what you can. So thoughts and prayers to the Cooper family there in Valdosta. And if you have any questions on this fundraiser, you can reach out to Miss Tanya Wyndham. She handles our social media stuff. She helped with setting this up. You can reach out to Ms. Layla, the coach there for the Lowndes High School team, and they can share with you more about how they're handling all this. I think they're going to do and this is just for the Seminole tournament. I think they're doing this they're going to give out a rod and reel to the team who raises the most money. So, there is some a prize there at the end of the day for your efforts. But again, it's not really about the prize. It's more about helping out one of our families in need. So anyway, I'm being asked here about, let's see, we got a question. I'm assuming they're talking about the state championship. Tournament be 3 fish limit each day being the summer that far south. Could be a 3 fish limit. Again, we're basing our tournaments on, on weather at the time, the temperatures at the time. So it very well could be a 3 fish limit. And again, the tournaments that I shared with you that are coming up, these are all tournaments that we are involved in, that we're helping out with. So that's why I'm pushing those tournaments. Those are tournaments. I will be there running those. The team that helps me will, most of them will be there helping out. So that's why I'm sharing those tournaments with you. There are a lot of other tournaments out there going on, and, we're not involved with those. We encourage you to get your anglers out there and let them fish as much as they can. But we encourage that. But the ones we're involved in are the ones we're sharing here with you. That is all I've got. Again, if you have any questions, anything you want to talk to me about, ask me about, feel free to call me, text me, email me. If it's about the Open that's coming up, I don't have all those answers. I'll try and help you, but that, I've had a lot of them come through that I've just had to say, look, you're probably going to have to reach out to Bassmaster to get that answer. And it's not that I'm pushing it off or don't want to help you out. I truly don't know the answer. So anyway, I want to thank all the great sponsors that help us out with our Florida Bass Nation tournament series. We will we appreciate all that they do and support that they give us. So could not do this without them. If you know of anybody out there that would like to help out, please put them in touch with me. We always trying to get support and more sponsors involved. But with that, I'm gonna say good night again. Sorry, I'm a little flustered here, but went right up to the time I wanted to start dealing with Verizon and not happy with them. Yes, may switch over to Starlink. It may not be very long. We're switching over to Starlink, but we'll see what happens. But I'm gonna say good night and hey, cut it down to 30 minutes. 30 minutes tonight. So y'all be safe. I hope to see all of you this week over on the Harris chain for that Bassmaster Open, and look forward to definitely seeing everyone up there at Lake Seminole beginning of the month, February 1 and 2. They're in Bainbridge, Georgia. So y'all have a great evening, and we will talk to you next time.